Welcome to part 33 of South Park: The Fractured Butthole. And now that we have finished the DLC, now it's time to go to the community center. And we need to have ourselves a little discussion with Cartman as to why he would go so far as to kidnap my parents. And by discussion, I mean I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Let's be honest, I'm going full-on emo for this one. Well, I wouldn't say full-on emo, just full-on emo in the Raisin Girl outfit, because after all, nobody's gonna fuck with a Raisin Girl, right? So let's do this.
Where's everyone else? Doesn't matter. There's no time. Let's get this fat turd while we can. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Look!
Well. If it isn't the Freedom Pals and their newest recruit.
What have you done with the new kid's parents, fat ass?
Nothing yet, but when I'm finished with you, I can't say they'll be exactly safe.
This has gone far enough. We end it now.
The only thing about to end is you, Mysterio.
We aren't gonna fight you, Cartman. Now put your stupid hand down and stop playing games.
We have to stop him, you guys! He's got all the new kids' followers now! Even with their help, you can't stop me, Coon. We'll see about that, motherfucker.
All right, Cartman. You want us to kill Mitch Connor? We'll fucking kill him!
It's nice that they have a VJanet for Mitch Connor, but Mitch Connor actually being a fightable enemy is kind of left field. But then again, we do need to get our parents back, so let's go on ahead and kick his ass. I don't need to actually change up my powers, because this is going to be a setup I'm going to use for a little while, then I'll probably change it up. We'll change up the second move, because I'm keeping the Plant Master move, because that move is actually pretty broken. But I'm going to change Ungodly Strength for a Touch of Youth, so I can actually have more moves, although it'll drop my health a little bit. I'll have more moves to work with, and on top of that, all of my brains and spunk moves will actually be much more effective. So, with that said, we're going to go on ahead and beat Mitch Connor right here and now. So, the only thing that we need to worry about is the HP, which really is not that much. But, seeing as how Mitch Connor is technically the Coon, you're going to have to face off against the Coon and his attacks that will make you bleed. It's pretty much like fighting against the mind-fucked Coon. Now we're practically fighting against the Coon, who is basically using his hand puppet to take over the world.
I'm just an innocent hostage here. I hope we're not making a big mistake.
Let's just go on ahead and use Call Girl to drop his defense. He, unlike any other bosses, can be actually beaten with a plethora of bad stats. Well, so long as they're not immune to them. Here's the thing, though. He cannot be confused. Because, well, he knows what he's doing, for one. And for two, let's go on ahead and summon my minion. Let's get him at least close enough to do some damage to Cartman, if I can.
Go forth, minion.
I probably won't be able to actually put the minion to good use, but in case I need to... Ah, wait, no, I can't really put the minion to good use. He's not close enough.
Anyone can be mayor.
Yeah, you're not getting a turn. Sorry. It ain't happening. Yeah, it kind of glitched out there for a second. But Mitch Connor only has about 2,000 HP, I do believe. Or 2,500 HP. Which really isn't that much, to be honest. As opposed to 550... No, actually it's 5,500 HP from Marty Jefferson. And the 6,600 HP from the Master Vampire. And I do believe the damn near 10,000 from Shub Nugarath in Chapter 3. This isn't really much. Oh wait, you can't confuse them. No, I thought you couldn't. It really doesn't matter if you confuse them or not. The fact is, I just boxed in the minion, didn't I? Why did I even call him if I was gonna box him in?
Glad to be working with you, new kid.
Oh, let's just finish him off. Let's summon Vanguard 1 and delete him! Seriously, why did I waste a minion? But it's okay. Deletion! Yes! And Mitch Connor has been deleted!
Wow, you did it, guys. You beat me.
For now, at least.
Where are they? Where are the new kids' parents? You'll never know. Potter, no! Shit, he's gone!
Come on, we're taking this fat piece of shit back to base.
What fat piece of shit, human cat?
The only way we're going to get Cartman to talk is to torture him.
Yeah, sometimes torture's the only answer. You're gonna torture me for what? Everyone get back to Freedom Pal's base. We have to make this shithead talk. What are you talking about? Guys, it's me, the Coon! With this...
Alright, the Coon is in custody, and we're going to be going over the Freedom Pal base to make him speak, to find out where my parents are. And he better tell me, or else there will be torture. Lots and lots of torture. So, with that said, we'll be using Emo New Girl for right now to torture Cartman. Or I'm going to change up my look, I guess. Let's see. Oh, I guess I could use this one too. Now that I think about it, that hairstyle kind of reminds me of Cyprien from Sailor Moon. On top of that, the fact that it's blue, I definitely went above and beyond the Call of Duty to try to make her like Tumblr-esque, I suppose. But nonetheless, let's go on ahead and... Oh, I need to get these gloves off of me because, well, they don't need to be on. I forgot to take off the guppy gloves. I'm sorry. But let's go on ahead and see what's up in Freedom Pal base and finally get this guy to
What's wrong
talk.
with you guys? I am not your enemy. You're gonna talk, Cartman.
New kid, you're going to have to make Cartman talk.
What are you gonna do with that? You guys are wasting your time. I'm the Coon. Torture doesn't work against me, remember?
Oh, we'll see.
Watch you eat, is that it?
Now, there are a lot of things we can use
So weak.
to torture Cartman in order for him to tell us what we want him to hear. And also, you're gonna have to press A to fart in his face in order for him to
See?
start talking.
Doesn't even faze me.
If that doesn't work, eat the squid.
Is that a cuttlefish? I prefer salmon myself.
Or cuttlefish, I do believe.
No, fuck. Not even a little bit. I could go
Now,
before I
keep
got-
farting until he actually starts cringing. Now, we're gonna eat this asparagus wrapped in, lettuce. And we're gonna make him cringe even more. Or possibly vomit.
Nope. No, those parts don't bother me at all.
Hit him again.
Oh, by the way, no, it doesn't matter what you use.
Someone reach around.
If you use the burrito, he's gonna automatically talk, plain and simple. But it doesn't matter what you use. You're gonna eventually get him to talk.
Vomit-covered broccoli. It's not organic. Oh,
And I'll stop when we actually get to where we want to hear.
Yeah, you guys might as well give up. They're not.
And
Oh, wait, you guys! Oh my God! Oh, the cats! What cats? I just remembered, Connor. I think the fudge jarred my memory. He said something about making cats more powerful. Yes, that's it. He must want to genetically alter the cats.
The genetics lab.
Dr. Mephisto. Yes, that must be it, guys.
now then, we have to go to Mephisto's lab, but first, now that this event is over, we can actually take selfies with the Freedom Pals. With Professor Timothy, that is, because I've already took a selfie with Mysterion over in Casa Bonita.
Excellent.
And you can also take a selfie with Wonder Tweak. And you can take a selfie with Token as well as Toolshed.
Anyone
But
talking for a
if
boy?
you haven't already taken selfies with everybody, you could take a selfie with them now.
Sure, but
Save
only
for the
for the
Coon. You can't take a selfie with him at all at this point. the Coon is only exclusive to Casa Bonita. Just in case you need some more space for selfies, or at least want to try to find some more selfies. But for right now, we're going to go on ahead and leave the Freedom Pal base and head over to Dr. Mephisto's lab. This is going to be, how should I put this? A rather tedious thing, because in order for us to actually proceed with events, we're going to actually have to stop over by Freeman's Tacos after we deal with the cutscene over in Mephisto's lab. So let's go over to Stark's Pond. And I'll talk into more of that cutscene later on. But for right now, we need to go over to Stark's Pond, and we need to go over by the gate. And we are basically going to be going to Mephisto's lab, and Mephisto's lab is like basically the beginning of the end of the game. Yeah, it's going to be pretty long, but Mephisto's lab is just a small taste of what we're going to be going through, because Mephisto's lab is like going to be 2 or 3 parts, and then after that, it'll be the events at the end of the game. So with that said, we've met up with the Freedom Pals.
Can I help you?
Yeah, hi. We signed up for the tour.
Ah, yes, the night tour, correct?
Yeah, we're a little early.
Well, I'm afraid for safety purposes, the tours are only offered from 10 p.m. to midnight.
What, just to be extra spooky?
It'll be worth the wait, my friends. See you tonight.
Shit. Well, now what do we do?
We'll just have to wait. We can't afford to let anyone else go in or out of this gate.
I agree, we're just gonna have to wait here till nighttime.
Okay, how far away is that? About 6 hours. All right, wait 6 hours and we're good to go.
Even if you stand around and do nothing,
Calm down.
6 hours is not going to pass.
Okay, cool.
Oh, and by the way, let me correct myself when I said that there was a member there was 2 member berries over in Mephisto's lab. No, there's only 1. However, you have to beat the game in order, well, actually beat
Did anybody bring any snacks?
Mephisto's lab or the game in order to get this. Now, I'm trying to jump events, but in order for you to actually have the event activated, you're going to have to go over to Freeman's Tacos. Unfortunately, this would be a good idea, but we still gonna have to go over to Freeman's Tacos. And that is because you're gonna have to buy the last recipes that Morgan Freeman has to offer. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be going over to the fast travel in Stark's Pond and heading over to Freeman's Tacos to buy those last 2 recipes, because you're going to practically need them for the end of the game.
That's the farting vigilante.
Especially the Max Revive Serum and the Taco Supreme. You're going to need them for the end of the game, because let's face it, the end of the game is going to be rather hard-hitting, with lots of enemies doing very high damage. So with that said, you might want to get those recipes while you still can, because you will be at a point where you will be locked out of the game, or locked out of shops in general, and you won't be able to do much. So with that said, let's go over to Freeman's Tacos, and we are going to buy the Taco Supreme and the Revive Serum. No, the Max Revive Serum, sorry. Now we won't have to worry about finding them either. So let's go ahead and get these 2 right here.
We need Morgan Freeman. You know where I'll be.
And we'll probably have to buy some more sports bottles as well as some tortillas, because we're going to need them. Now then, now that we've got what we need, we're going to head straight over to... Oh wait, before we do, we might as well craft these. 1 Taco Supreme, or should I say 2 Taco Supremes, and 2 Max Revive Serums. By the way, you can't craft these until you're level 20 in crafting. Just thought I'd point this out to you. You're gonna need all the equipment you could possibly get. So now,
Something that could
Cutscene.
enhance your ability could possibly make
I might as well
pass
talk
more
through it
ringing.
because, well, I've already started, and besides, the recording actually started before we could actually get most of Morgan Freeman's dialogue, so sorry about that.
If you farted that fan,
We're just gonna have to fart right next to that fan that Morgan Freeman, with his powers of God, oh, keep in mind he was playing the role of God in Liar Liar,
Don't question if that makes any sense.
can actually activate the fan, allowing you to use a new fart power, which is only storyline base, and it will only serve the purpose for the finale of our tryst into Mephisto's lab. But whatever the case, one massive fart pretty much turned it into nightfall.
Holy shit, dude!
What the hell just happened?
So now it's time to go into Mephisto's lab.
Looks like it's nighttime. Everyone regroup.
Hi, we're here for the tour. Ah, yes, come in.
Oh yeah, member berry in question? I do believe it's over to the right, if I'm not mistaken. But make sure you get any items here too. You're not gonna be locked out of it until you actually get into Mephisto's lab. And speaking of Mephisto's lab, Dr. Mephisto has a fetish, you say, a tendency to add extra asses, unnecessarily I might add, to all the animals or humans that he happened to come across. It is a freak of nature and is a atrocity to science, but Mephisto does this. He's also the person that was trying to expose who Cartman's father was until Scott Tenorman's dad shot him.
Oh, some young people interested in genetic engineering, huh? Wonderful. Please come in. Oh, hello. Oh, there's more.
Hello, sir.
My, there's a lot of you.
Timmy!
Well, I'm so pleased that you children are interested in genetic engineering. Genetic science began as a simple question. Can a monkey be made to have 4 asses instead of 1? The answer was yes. And now we've been able to give more asses to pigs, horses, everything you can imagine. Yes, little boy.
How does that help?
Oh, you're one of the cynics, huh? Well, meet me over here for the tour and I'll show you how. Come on, don't be shy. We don't want to miss the 4-assed gorilla feeding.
Now stop and think about it. He put multiple asses on cats. What is the ingredient for cheesing? Cat piss.
Okay, here we
Think
go.
about that.
Here you can see our greenhouse. Genetic engineering is helpful to grow larger tomatoes, onions, cucumbers. Fruits and vegetables with more asses means more nutrition for people all around the planet.
What good does that do?
Oh, you Bible thumpers are all alike. Don't play God, you'll pay for it. Let's continue up to the 2nd level, shall we? Another benefit of genetic science, of course, is combining animals, like these donkey apes, bunnyfish, squirrel donkeys, and more. Once we put more asses on these, we will truly be benefiting science.
Will you please explain how that benefits science at all?
What's your name, little boy?
Super Craig.
You see, Super Craig, once we know how to do things to animals, we can hopefully apply them to mankind. You think having more asses is impossible? I tell you it's not. You see, genetic engineering is not just for animals and veggies. We are working towards helping people as well. Here you can see genetic mutations of my dead son. Most people don't remember that I once had a young child named Terrence.
Oh yeah, I remember that kid. I was wondering whatever happened to him.
Terrence was killed tragically in town when some kids were playing around with a relic belonging to Barbara Streisand.
Ooh, jeez, I think that's us.
So, you're doing this all as a way to bring back your dead son?
Bring him back? Well, of course not. I'm trying to give his dead body more asses so he can finally rest in peace. Now let's continue on to the 4th floor.
Oh, fuck.
Well, here we are. The top floor of the building and the end of our tour.
What are these?
These horrible, monstrous mistakes of science. Our new benefactors asked that we genetically alter some of the local 6th graders and make them stronger and crazier.
Okay. Why the fuck would you do that?
How do you mean?
Why the fuck Would you make genetically at 6th graders?
Calm down, Super Craig.
How do you think we pay for all this? We have financial donors. Our latest benefactor has asked for this army of mutated 6th graders to protect his alt cats.
What altered cats?
Ah, right over this way. A wealthy benefactor named Mr. Connor has donated money to have stray cats enhanced with more asses. Our company can add asses things at very competitive rates. Problem is that cats seem to become really aggressive when given more asses. They've proven to be quite deadly.
Why would you bring a bunch of kids up here?
Look, there's nothing to worry about. This entire facility has a very complex security grid. Huh, that's never happened before. Oh shit, someone shut down the security grid.
What do you mean?
Hello, Freedom Pals.
What are you doing, fat ass?
So, you figure out my little plan, huh, Freedom Pals? Think you can stop me? Oh, I have someone here who'd like to say hello, new kid. Go on, talk. Guys, it's me, the Coon.
Will you knock it off?
Listen to me. Don't make any deal with this piece of garbage. He's an animal. That's enough out of you, Coon. You've been a real pain in my ass, new kid. You should have known not to mess with Mitch Connor.
Where the fuck are you?
Mr. Connor, if you shut down the security grid, then everyone in this building is going to die.
What?
Sorry, Doc. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the greater good of the city. So long, Freedom Pals.
That is a lot of angry cats with a lot of unnecessary asses. I'll see you guys in the next episode of South Park: The Fractured Butthole as we take on the mini-ass cats among the other debauched creations of genetic science that Mephisto has created. See you guys next time. Seriously, what is with Mephisto and asses?